Hey everybody, Brad here with Arizona Grows. Just wanted to shoot a little intro for this week's video, say hi to everybody. In the coming weeks, we're going to have some really cool new content as we flip the 5x5 over. Probably next week-ish, start that, maybe the week after. But this week you'll get to see the plants we have going in there. And then we're going to do, maybe next week, we'll have the sex test video where we take all our clippings, send the stuff in to Farmer Freeman, and then we will be transplanting all the females into the 5x5. We'll also clean it up. We're going to be running Blumats in there for a couple of the pots this time, so we'll get to see auto pots versus Blumats. Not quite the same size because they're 7 gallons versus 10 gallons, but we'll get an idea. It'll be kind of cool. And then we're testing the Blumats from Sustainable Village. We're testing them right now in the 4x4, just one of them right now. We're testing the other 2 that we have. We're going to put in the 5x5, but it's working great so far. I tied it right into my auto pot line, so I didn't have to buy like a bunch of new lines or anything else. Went right in there. It's working freaking amazing. Yeah. All I would say is if you ever adjust the carrot once it's in, small changes. I haven't had a flood, I haven't had anything. It was a little too wet at first, I thought, so I tightened it just a bit, and that seems to have fixed everything. Like, I'm talking just a bit, we're micro movements, but man, the Blumats, I thought it was going to be a really hard learning curve. There was going to be a bunch of stuff. Super easy, set it up. It's been working since I put it in. It's been 2 weeks now, so no complaints. 2 weeks, just been working perfect. All right, Brad here, Arizona Grows. Happy growing. I just wanted to take a minute to share with you where we are on the next grow. The 5x5 still has a plan in it. It's going to come down sometime Wednesday, next week, this weekend. It's going to be really, really soon. And then we're going to flip the tent. This time I thought I would do a little, I don't know, video about cleaning or maintenance or whatever. Nothing really big. I'll probably play it in fast forward and just do some music or talk over it or something. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what I do in between rounds to make sure the tent's clean and ready to go for the next one. And then also I just wanted to talk about what we have going on here. This is the Tropical Zoap from Tiki Cuts. They are regular seeds. We are doing sex tests with Farmer Freeman to see what happens. I did lose a couple. One seed I killed myself trying to cut the shell off because it came with the shell on. And then one of them, I think it just damped off maybe, didn't come out. And then there's one in here. You can see it, the shell stayed on, and it just sprouted way late. I actually threw the other 2 that didn't sprout quite right, that looked like they were waterlogged, into this. We'll see if they come out, but right now, this one's there. Looks like it's gonna make it. We might not do the sex testing on that one because it's so far behind the others, but that's where we're at. Tropical Zoap, Tiki Cuts. These all started in the little tiny 1-inch cubes from Clutch Roots and then went right into these 1-gallon air pots with living soil that I made in them. I didn't have any cocoa left, so this is peat-based soil, peat, rice hulls, pumice, and Craft Blend Montana Grow. Super simple mix early on. We're not trying to give them too much down here. But they're all started. And then because we had a couple die, mostly user error on my part, I'm sure, I started these up here. These are Big League Sherb, because I can't get enough of that Sherb flavor from Exotic Genetics. So this is Big League Sherb. We're trying out these other plugs. So when these root, you can put them in these bigger plugs, and then you can transplant. And these are just save you more time. Now this one I had overwatered, but just look in there. So they're trying, the roots are trying to find out. I don't know, I've never used these before, the bigger ones. I love the mini plugs because they root so fast and they work perfectly. Big League Sherb, I figured out what I was doing wrong, 4 for 4 on that. So now I have a process kind of for germinating in those plugs. We'll talk about that next time we pop seeds. You know, we got to do a couple more times before I feel confident sharing it. But they're looking good. I'm probably going to put these in 1 gallon pots later. We have 10 sex tests. So we have the 7 here, 8 if this one pops, and then the 4 up here. What we will do is we'll sex test that, and then we're only looking for 1 male. So what I will do is with all the males, I'm going to let them grow for a little bit. We're going to see which one's the most vigorous, which one's the least vigorous, probably pick the one in the middle, and we're going to take a clone of that and save it for breeding. All the females then will grow out, and we'll see what happens. But guys, our first regular seeds ever in the tent. It's going to be exciting. Tropical Zoap from Tiki Cuts, and because I idioted on a few of the seeds, also a few big League Sherb from Exotic Genetics. All right, everybody, Brad here. Arizona Grows. Happy growing. All right, we are back in the 4x4 with the Daz C testers. Back here, you can see they're absolutely crushing it. The radishes are getting a little crazy back there. So I'm going to harvest those regardless of whether they're ready or not, just because the focus here, of course, is cannabis plants. We just were doing that as an experiment. Some of them actually look pretty big though.